History has always been full of strange destinies, but his story, more than all his peers, is stranger, more captivating. A destiny whose beginning is a miracle, its middle a miracle, and its end a miracle. He is the one whose ascent to the heavens was the height of beauty, and whose descent will be the ultimate splendor. But if you wish to feel that electrifying moment, we must travel both to the past and to the future, to the point of beginning and the point of ending. So, close your eyes and let us go back centuries to before the birth of Christ. Jerusalem, months before the Nativity. In the silence of a private retreat, a young woman whose chastity is renowned by all suddenly senses a presence in her solitude. Her heart trembles. A handsome young man approaches her gently. At once she rebukes him. "Who are you? If you are God-fearing and righteous, then stay away from me, for I abhor every sin." The young man speaks. His voice is heavenly. "Do not be afraid. I am the messenger of your Lord. Glad tidings to you of a son who shall be among God's chosen servants." Mary is stunned. It is as if time stands still. In a voice now calmer, she says, "No man has ever touched me. How can I bear a child?" The answer is decisive. "This is easy for your Lord. He is a God whose power is without limit. Whenever he wills, whatever he wills comes into being." And thus, the miracle takes form in a womb of purity. When the pains of childbirth seized Mary, a call came. "Though you are beloved, a mosque is not a place for childbirth. Go outside." She went out. She grew hungry. She grew thirsty. She took refuge beneath the shade of a withered tree. Yet hunger was not her deepest worry. Her thoughts were in turmoil. The cutting words. What would they say when she returned to the city? What would they do? In that turmoil, by God's permission, the withered palm turned green. Fresh dates fell into Mary's lap, and a sweet spring gushed forth beneath her feet. But the true sorrow still remained, the wounds of people's tongues. She said to herself, "If only I had died before this, and been utterly forgotten." Then the divine call came. "O Mary, observe a fast of silence, entrust the answer to people's words, to your child." The beautiful Messiah was born, and Mary returned to the city with the infant in her arms. 70 women surrounded her, their gazes turned poisonous, their words daggers. They said, "O Mary, what disgrace have you brought? Neither your father nor your mother were evil people." Mary, by divine command, remained silent. She only gestured, pointing to the infant. Laughter erupted. "How can we speak to a child in the cradle?" But breaths caught in throats. At the very moment the child, steadfast in his mother's arms, spoke. "I am the servant of God. She is my chaste mother, and for these slanders you shall be taken to account." And thus, Jesus formally entered the world. The one who, with his breath, gave life to the dead and restored sight to those born blind. When he grew older, the enemies of light could no longer endure his presence. They advanced to crucify him, but God's plan was greater than their schemes. He was not crucified, rather he was raised to the heavens, not forever, but until his appointed time, a 2,000-year wait. And now, if you wish, let us witness one of the most breathtaking moments in history, the return of Jesus. Let us journey to a near future. Around Jerusalem, the year 2000, and a colossal battle, the battle of truth and falsehood, the war between humanity and Satan, once and for all, for the peace of the earth, for humanity itself. This war is necessary. You must fight, so fight, a people for whom there is no hope of reform. For years they have stripped the earth's people of peace and life. To breathe again, you must fight. This is the battle cry of one of the commanders of the Army of Truth. The armies line up, face to face, and the war begins. The soldiers of truth charge forward. One after another, the soldiers of disbelief fall to the ground. Piles of bodies, in the blink of an eye, cover the land. And at last, the victorious army returns triumphantly, banners raised high, back to Jerusalem. A few days after the battle, Friday dawn. A people who have waited for a savior for years stand in rows, shoulder to shoulder, ready to establish the prayer of love. Yet still, something is missing. Suddenly, the sky splits open, and the end of a 2,000-year journey is written. A dazzling light descends. He comes, after an unbroken flight, from the heights of heaven to the earth, upon the wings of 2 angels, weapon in hand. Yes, the one born without a father, the one who, in the cradle, testified to his mother's purity. Jesus, Son of Mary, has returned, but this time, not to depart, to remain. He has come to cleanse the earth of the defilement of the Dajjal. All hold their breath, for this is the climax of the story. The moment of one of the most beautiful dialogues ever spoken, between 2 who waited. Christ, whose very name means Savior, with prophetic dignity stands before the Savior of the world. The Imam gestures with respect and nobility and says, "Step forward and lead the people in prayer." And Jesus, Son of Mary, with a gaze full of reverence, reveals the great secret of creation in a single sentence. "O proof of God, this prayer has been established for you. You are a household whom none may precede." A wave of awe ripples through the crowd. Jesus, the great prophet, steps back. He places his hand to his ear, and with a voice whose echo shakes history, calls the Adhan. "I bear witness that Ali is the commander of the faithful, and that his infallible descendants are the proofs of God." And then, in a moment of overwhelming majesty, Jesus, Son of Mary, prays behind the Imam of the age. The prayer begins. The Imam pronounces the takbir, and Jesus, along with all the free people of the world, stands behind him. And this is the dawn that will save the earth from pain, suffering, poverty, and corruption. A dawn with no sunset.